of the NRE brand, gives his insight and thoughts on the world of comic books, gaming, tech, and media industries as the host of Neo Reality Collective. Experience a slew of regular episodes covering news and pop culture, along with reviews and editorial pieces showcasing the best and worst of our ever-expanding multimedia world.
What? You thought because I've been delayed with releasing full-length episodes, I haven't been paying attention to what's going on in the world of pop culture? Oh, you poor fools. Nah, not really. I love you guys. So, we have been introduced in the New York Comic Con event that has recently started, the arrival of the Ultimate Universe's Wolverine. As we all know, the Ultimate Universe that's being led by Jonathan Hickman and various other writers and collaborators as part of this big relaunch for Earth 6160 has become basically one of the big crown jewels of the Marvel Comics lineup, especially Ultimate Spider-Man becoming, well, awesome and everything fans wanted for decades after the events of One More Day. Yeah, I keep reminding us of that. So anyways, I've been paying attention to this. I have been buying the books, mostly Ultimate Spider-Man, Ultimate Black Panther, and the Ultimates currently. I do have copies of Ultimate X-Men, but really I am just not a fan of the style Peach Momoko's artwork is. I'm just not used to it. I'm just not used to it. I try to get into it, but I'm just not clicking with it. Like, the books are good, check them out, but the artwork's just not for me. But yeah. Heading into 2025, there are going to be 2 books coming out. Ultimate Universe 1 Year In, which will cover the entire year what's been going on with the Ultimate Universe since this whole thing started in January of 2024 with Ultimate Spider-Man number 1. And the fallout of Ultimate Invasion, Ultimate Universe number 1 that came out in 2023, both written by Hickman. And with all this, the Maker Council has become desperate in trying to stop this resistance towards what the Maker envisioned for the Ultimate Universe. And so they're going to get desperate. They're going to quell this rebellion, this Council of the Maker, which consists of Omega Red, Colossus, Magic, so heroes becoming villains, and Omega Red, well, being who he is, Captain Britain who speaks French. Okay, just run with that. Let's see. Other people, the Hulk, and but this time he's gray and has undergone meditation to control his wild power. So yeah, there's a ton of stuff going on in the Ultimate Universe along with this Makers Council group. Mostly primarily consisting of mutants, which some people noted, which is awesome that the mutants are getting more and more respect through Marvel publications after the Lost Decade era. So, yeah. But now, the Council has their plan. They are going to unleash their ultimate enforcer, the ultimate weapon, the Wolverine. Or, as he's been pitched in this universe, the Winter Soldier. Oh yeah, they pitched this they showcased his artwork, and it definitely shows him having the red star on his chest on his emblem, and they even noted that he's gonna be that. So yeah, the Marvel.com has released an article talking about the whole thing at the New York Comic Con's ongoing event of the Next Big Thing panel. Ultimate Wolverine is set to hit stands in January of 2025, written by rising star Chris Condon, writer of That Texas Blood and Venom War Daredevil, and drawn by the Jed McKay Moon Knight run powerhouse artist. I try to pronounce his name, so I'm not going to try. True to the character's origins as a government weapon, Ultimate Wolverine is an unwilling agent of the Maker, the secret creator of this corrupt universe. Mindwiped and used as an assassin, he's still the best there is at what he does, bub. Even if he's not in control of who he does it to. So Condon revealed that When Will Moss called me and asked me if I wanted to take on this title, I jumped at the chance and really had an idea of what I wanted to do with it. I'm bringing my essence of storytelling from that Texas blood to the Marvel Universe with Wolverine. Looking back at what came before, I'm bringing us something new. You might notice there's a red star on his costume and you might wonder why. If you look at that mask, there's a muzzle on him, and that's because he's wild. Now, when I heard this pitch, I was excited for the Winter Soldier part, but I was kind of disappointed that even though they teased it in the Free Comic Book Day Ultimate Universe issue, where they teased that Wolverine doesn't exist in this universe and instead no longer existed or was killed after Weapon X program. So when I heard that, I thought, okay, either they're not going to do Wolverine in this universe, or someone else is going to take the title, or the maker finally is going to use Bucky Barnes as this version of Wolverine as the Winter Soldier, which could have been interesting. But Marvel Comics knows they can't have a universe without Wolverine in it. So immediately, I assume Marvel pitched, when they realized what Hickman pitched, they basically went all, "What? A universe without the Wolverine? Impossible! Impossible!" So, yeah. But there was something I was disappointed on. It's that he has the adamantium claws, even though they, like I said, they teased that he didn't have those with the statue of the adamantium skeleton they showcased in that museum in the Free Comic Book Day issue of Ultimate Universe. So I initially assumed that, yeah, this Wolverine's either not going to be around, or he's not going to have the adamantium claws. And sadly, he does have the adamantium claws, but I also was disappointed when I heard one pitch part of it where he's been manipulated again as the government's secret weapon, and I was like, damn, okay, like, it's cool that he's going to be the Winter Soldier of this universe, pretty damn awesome, but I would have loved it if he actually was more of a willing agent than a forced one. Like, think about it. I was pitching this to some people on Discord and on Twitter, where Ultimate Wolverine would be willingly going through these experiments to make himself the ultimate weapon, or as CM Punk in wrestling has said in promos, "I will become the monster to fight the monsters of the world," where he will willingly step into that abyss and become a monster just to serve the greater good in his eyes. But, you know, they can't have Wolverine be a full-on villain for good. They need to eventually have him redeem himself and save the world or some bullshit. But, yeah, like, no, I love the Ultimate Universe still, but, like, that would have been an interesting thing to take this character more than ever than they could ever do in the original Ultimate Universe, and what they did in the main Marvel Universe. A willing Wolverine that will willingly choose to become a monster to serve the greater good and what he felt was the greater good. And, like, you could still do the redemption arc even if he did it willingly, because he would probably be proven wrong that what he believed in was wrong and how the world was all messed up. But yeah, I think it would have been more interesting if you keep him a full-on bad guy, a willing one at that would have been interesting. But yeah, the Magic, Ileana Rasputin, Colossus, and Omega Red have deployed their most lethal asset, the Winter Soldier. And before Ultimate Wolverine arrives in January, readers will get a glimpse of him in a prelude story in Ultimate Universe 1 year in #1. The special one shot that, like I said, concludes the first year of the Ultimate Universe and sets up the next year of stories. So, yeah. Main cover art's already been published, and Marvel already has an article talking about the whole thing. Pretty damn awesome stuff. I'm looking forward to this run, even though if I had some critiques to make about this. But that's what we need to be a proper society and a fandom. We need to we need to be reasonable in our critiques, and also showcase that there are good ideas, there's some mixed ideas, there's some ideas that sound samey but can be used in a different angle. We'll see. I'm looking forward to this, and the Ultimate Universe of this era has not let me down yet. So, and that's saying a lot in Marvel Comics' Ultimate lineups. But we'll see where things go from here. This was your host, Eric Brown of Neo Reality Collective, Pop Culture News and Reviews Talk, and the host of NRC Conversations. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, check out my content. Check me out on YouTube, check me out on Twitter, which is becoming more of a dystopian hellscape, especially with what they're going to do to the block button soon. So I'm pretty sure Google and Apple are going to ban it and delist it soon once Elon Musk trashes the whole thing. We'll see. But I'll see y'all again next time. Take care of everybody, and I'll see y'all again. Stay tuned for this last outro, and be safe.
And that was our latest edition of Neo Reality Collective. Be sure to follow and support NRE creator Eric Brown on Twitter and YouTube. Check the links in the description below, and we'll see you all next time.